Welcome to Builder Information Systems Video Learning Center. This Getting Started tutorial is on Chart of Accounts. When starting out, the first order of business in Builder Information System is to create your new company within the software. Within that process is the option to select from one of 3 sample chart of accounts. This is generally recommended because it is much easier to modify an existing chart of accounts than it is to create one from scratch unless you've had extensive experience in this area. Once your new company is created, you may need or wish to modify the sample chart of accounts selected. This Getting Started tutorial provides details for setting up and modifying the chart of accounts. Access the Chart of Accounts screen by selecting the Chart of Accounts link in the white area of the My Desktop Financials folder, or by selecting Chart of Accounts in the List menu. The Chart of Accounts is a listing of all the categories in which a business will record its assets, liabilities, revenues, and expenses. Builder Information Systems Chart of Accounts makes maintaining these accounts easy by providing a visual representation of the accounts in a tree structure. In the Chart of Accounts, there are 3 types of accounts: description accounts, transaction accounts, and a single result account. Keep in mind that Builder Information System follows generally accepted accounting principles in financial reporting. When the company distributes or receives money, the transaction amount or amounts must be assigned to one or more of the accounts in the Chart of Accounts. Since BIS maintains double entry books, total debit amounts always equal the total of the credit amounts for each entry. The financial statements and general ledgers show the results of these transactions. Note that if you were creating a Chart of Accounts from scratch, the Chart of Accounts can contain as many accounts as necessary within the capacity of your workstation or network disk space. However, it is generally recognized that it is better to start with a Chart of Accounts of frequently used accounts and add new accounts as needed, rather than starting with a massive Chart of Accounts with many accounts that may not be used. When the Chart of Accounts screen appears, note the large main section to the upper left displays the Chart of Accounts tree structure, which is initially collapsed upon entering, showing only the classifications. The upper right area displays account fields and settings associated with a selected account. The lower right displays the classification field for the selected account and the Save and Close buttons. The lower left has 2 rows of buttons to assist you in the Chart of Accounts. Let's look at the first row of buttons in the lower left. First, the Expand All plus sign button will expand the Chart of Accounts tree structure, revealing all the accounts in the main screen. Conversely, the Collapse All minus sign button will collapse the tree structure. Clicking the number sign will display accounts or undisplay the account numbers in the Chart of Accounts tree structure. The magnifying glass is the Find tool for locating accounts in the Chart of Accounts. This is especially useful when you have a sizably large chart of accounts. For more information on how to use the Find tool functionality, please refer to the Basics Find tool tutorial. The Budget button allows you to enter an internal monthly budget amount for the selected account. The Balance button allows you to view the ongoing monthly balance amount on the fly for that selected account. Now let's look at the account information area in the upper right. We'll examine a transaction account in the tree structure. I've selected the Cash and Bank account. First is the Account field. The Account field is numeric only and records the number of the selected account. The length of the account numbers was initially determined at the time the company was created and can only be changed by using the Change Length of Chart of Accounts option in the Administrator menu. Note that if your company will be utilizing the departmentalization or consolidating financial statement processes, an account number consisting of at least 4 to 6 digits is recommended. With the Account field, do not use letters, decimal points, hyphens, commas, or other symbols within the account number, and do not begin any account with a 0. In starting out, it's recommended to carefully plan the numbers assigned for the Chart of Accounts, especially if using departments, branches, or jobs. Keep in mind that once any activity has been posted to that account number cannot be deleted until 2 concurrent years has been completed. The account name describes or names the account. This can be any combination of letters or numbers up to 40 characters in length. The account description should provide a general description of the transactions that will be applied to this account. Note that some fields and settings like name and schedule code of an account can be changed at any time. Total title is used on the totaling line in financial statements, journals, and other reports that refer to the chart of accounts. This field is an alphanumeric field and is limited to 30 characters. The type field defines the account's type and provides a list of account types to select from. Click the drop-down control to select an option from the list. There are 3 account types to choose from: description, transaction, and result. A description account is used to describe the group of sub-accounts it contains. A description account is assigned a number merely to control where it will appear in the financial statements. Transaction accounts cannot be posted to this type of an account. A transaction account shows the debits and credits resulting from activity. These are the only accounts to which transactions can be posted and are the most common account type. A result account shows the results of all transaction accounts. Accounts of this type do not show individual transactions, but show the results of all transactions. There should only be one result account in the entire chart of accounts. At the heart of Builder Information System is the ability to associate and track job costs. This is done using job cost type accounts. The available job cost categories are contract, labor, material, subcontract, and other. To set an account as a job cost type account, click on the drop-down control to select an option from the list. When transactions are posted to an account with one of these types, a screen will be provided to apply the transaction amount to a specific job's job cost records. The cash flow option allows you to set and display the account's cash flow type and provides a selection of cash flow types to be used for reporting purposes. Click on the drop-down control to select an option from the list. To print the statement of cash flows when you're printing financial statements, the formatting options for cash flow must be first entered for each account that will be affected for the statement. Cash flow format options are entered for transaction accounts only. The account alignment and blank lines before drop-down options and the Start on a New Page checkbox option deal with the look of the related financial reports. The Description Summary Account displays the Description Summary Account number of the current account selected. BIS users with multiple companies have the option to consolidate financial information into a parent company. This is done by setting the multiple companies as subsidiary companies in system-wide parameters, and then creating a parent company in which the financial information will merge. The Parent Consolidation Account field tells Builder Information System what account in the parent company the totals of the selected account should be copied to. This field is initially blank and grayed out unless the company is listed as a subsidiary in system-wide parameters. If the company is a subsidiary, the presumed default parent consolidation account is the same account number as the subsidiary. This number needs to be changed only if the chart of accounts of the parent is different, and if so, must specifically list the parent's account number. Use the bank account checkbox to identify the account as such within the system for purposes like the bank reconciliation process. Accounts selected as scheduled accounts will not appear on the financial statements, although the amount will be added to the total and subtotal amounts. Toggle this control on and off by clicking on it. This option is activated when a checkbox appears in the box. The inactive checkbox provides an option to render the account inactive. Toggle this control on and off by clicking on it. This option is activated when a check mark appears in the box. BIS allows you to have departmentalized accounts for payroll purposes. The department codes are first set up in the department's master record and then typed or selected using the Find tool in the department's field. For more information on departments, please refer to the department's training tutorial. Classification displays the current account's classification, assets, liability, equity, etc., and provides a list of account types to select from. Click on the drop-down control to select an option from the list. The classification can only be changed for the root accounts. All child accounts will be assigned the same classification as the parent. Now let's look at the last row of buttons in the lower left. These buttons are used to add or remove accounts. The Account button will add an account below the account currently selected in the tree structure. The Sub-Account button adds a sub-account to the one currently selected in the tree structure. The Insert button allows you to insert an account above the account selected in the tree structure. The Delete button will delete the account selected. Again, note that Builder Information System only allows you to remove accounts with no activity. To add an account, simply create the account in the desired location using either the Account, Sub-Account, or Insert button. Provide the account number and name and complete the remaining settings as needed for the account in the area to the right. Then click the Save button in the lower right. Note that upon closing the Chart of Accounts screen, either by using the Close button or the screen's X in the upper right, a Do You Want to Save Changes prompt will appear if changes have been made but not saved. Click Yes if you wish to save the changes made. One final note, this information and more is available to you in the BIS Help resource by clicking on the blue question mark in the application bar.